Hello, JPAR Modern Real Estate. Today we're going to talk about submitting your file to compliance to get your commission disbursement authorization. So you've logged into your .loop account, whether you're a CTMA user or not, you've uploaded all your documents. You want to go ahead and again, always confirm that you have the JPAR Modern Real Estate logo and it says premium on top. That way you know you're connected to our account. Next thing you want to do is select the file you want to get into. And then you're going to, of course, look to make sure that your cover sheet has been filled out, which we talked about in a previous file. Make sure that your close date is correct in case it's moved. Make sure your purchase price is correct. Make sure your compensation is all correct. Any payouts, etc., are correct on this form. You also want to make sure that you have any required documents. So if it says required, you have to have a document there in order to submit your file. It will not let you submit. It'll give you a red flag and say, hey, you're missing this document, this document. So anything that says required needs to be in there before submitting for a CDA. Quick reminder, any document executed needs to be in our file, whether it is optional or not, says optional or not. Optional just means you may not need it in order to get a CDA, but it is a division of real estate requirement that we have all documents executed and in our system within 72 hours of execution. So please make sure you have all the requirement fields filled out. As long as you don't see anything that says required, you should be good to submit. Now, a couple things. When it says not submitted, that's the first thing you know that you have not submitted this file. Once you've submitted, it will turn to submit. You've got your cover sheet filled out. You have your people down here. So you have your client's information, which includes email, contact information. You have your title company, you have your co-op broker, and you have the co-op client's name at a minimum. Once you have that information, once you have your documents in, you can come up here to the submit for review, and that's how you're going to submit it to compliance. Once you click on that, you're going to select the seller documents, the transaction documents, the disclosures, the inspection documents. Do not worry about your post-closing documents because you obviously will not have them yet. If you'd like to put a note, you can put in your CDA. I'm going to put not needed because this is a test account. And then you go ahead and submit. Now, once you hit submit, it will tell you, hey, here are the documents you're missing. Those are the ones that said required. Those are the ones you have to fill out. It may also give you a list. If it doesn't submit, you have to scroll down on that first page and it'll tell you if you're missing information. Are you missing an email? Are you missing a client? Those are the types of things you need to make sure you have in place in order to submit it. If it won't let you submit, you're missing something, either a document or a person. Always remember that. Once you have it submitted, these are going to say submitted. If you want to watch your system, the best thing, the best way to know how it's processed, and once you submit it, we should have a CDA out no later than 72 business hours. Typically, it happens within a day or two. The first process is them reviewing the documents to make sure they have signatures, dates, everything is correct. And the next, after that, is to actually produce the commission disbursement authorization, which they will email to the title company as long as you have the email information in there. They will send you a copy, and they'll also add a copy in your seller documents or buyer documents folder, and it'll say DA form. You will know that your CDA is done because it'll say CDA complete, or if it's in the process, it'll say CDA in process. Okay, that's how you know. So you don't need to really reach out to the office if you see that they're working on it. And before you reach out to say, hey, I haven't got my CDA, make sure you check your file first because it might be sitting right there, but maybe they didn't have the opportunity to send it to title because that information was not in there. Once it's submitted, once it's in there, you're good to go. Any changes that come after that fact, right? Maybe you have a change in purchase price. What you want to do is you want to go into your cover sheet again, and maybe the purchase price dropped to 900,000. And that means that our compensation based on 3% went down to $27,000. Okay. Once you make that adjustment, you're going to see that your number, if you remember right, is off by $3,000. So you want this to always be zero. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to make this adjustment. I don't really do the math. I just delete it. And then I go back down here and I copy and paste whatever number this is. And then I should have a zero balance down here at the bottom. Once that number is correct, you can hit save. But in order to get a new CDA, you want to resubmit again for review. And this time, when you select your folder, and you can select just the seller documents in this time because everything else is approved, you can actually type in here, need updated CDA, price dropped to 900K. And obviously you can hopefully type better than I can type. And that's how you're going to get an updated CDA. You always have to make your changes in the cover sheet. You have to resubmit it and give them an explanation of why. Hopefully that helps. As always, if you have any questions, please let us know. And good luck with your commission disbursement authorizations.